We are under the bright lights tonight as MLB Network welcomes you to this presentation of Major League Baseball. Ought to be a good one here between the Houston Astros and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to another edition of Baseball on MLB Network. I'm joined by Dan Plesac. And Dan, as we get things going this season, it's pitching that has to be key if this team's going to have success.
Hey, just like any team, pitching is going to be the key factor for this ball club as the year plays out. I'm sure the staff will have its ups and downs, but putting together some quality outings early in the season could do wonders for this club getting out of the gate with a good start.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. Andrew Heaney, a left-hander out of Oklahoma, will be on the mound. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, we're looking at a guy that knows how to pitch. Last year, his ERA was just under 3.5 for the season, and I would imagine going into the offseason, he's looking to better that, and hopefully he gets off to a good start. And we'll see if that starts in this one today.
Digging in now, Alex Bregman. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. In there for strike one, 0-1. So, fellas, this Angels team entering play here tonight. They come in a real funk to start the year. Still searching for what's been an elusive first win.
Yeah, Matty, for me today, the key to winning this ball game begins and ends on the mound. And it has to be early on the attack, getting 0-1. You can't allow these guys to get into count leverage and to hunt your fastball. There has to be execution, down and away, up and in to keep these guys honest, and it has to start from pitch one.
The 1-2 pitch. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be troubled. And this one bounds around against the wall. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Now that is the way you want to start a game on the road. He comes out swinging and stands at second as the first base runner of the night. Now we'll see if his teammates can pick him up and if they can punch first.
So up to the plate next will be Jose Altuve. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. First delivery to him on the way.
Ball one.
And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty, we got a good one behind the dish today in Ed Drummond. Well liked by all people, pitchers, batters, managers. All you want as a player is the ability to talk to someone. And that's what Ed does. He gives you that chance.
Zero, you hit a nail right on the head. He has a real long fuse. He's not afraid to let a hitter or a pitcher, I'm not saying complain about a particular pitch, but he's not the guy that's going to get mad and throw somebody and give him the boot just because a guy doesn't like a pitch or a pitcher thinks that a pitch is a strike and they call it a ball.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around him and put him on first. But not with the guy in the on-deck circle. He's going to attack this hitter.
And a changeup. Couldn't get him to bite, and it's ball 4.
Batting third, the left fielder, number 44.
Striding in for Houston, Yordan Alvarez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. set and the pitch. There's a strike at the knees. 0-1.
Like that pitch there. Lefty on lefty matchup. Curveball away to a lefty. Smart pitch.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. And another foul ball.
He was looking for a swing and a miss breaker right there, but left that one in the zone that got fouled off.
A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
George Springer the next to hit, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. A double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3. It's a double play and the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. Now the Angels will get their first crack at it. No score. Justin Verlander, a Virginia-born right-hander, gets the ball to start this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matty V, this ought to be a lot of fun. This guy won the Cy Young Award last year in the AL, so he knows how to pitch. And one of the things he does effectively, he attacks the strike zone. And if he does that, he should be fun to watch in this one.
So striding in, Mike Trout. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Off the plate, ball
And
1.
fellows, these Astros entering play here tonight. They come in a real funk to start the year. Still searching for what's been an elusive first win.
Yeah, Matty, I think the keys to winning today's game, let's focus on the offense. They have to hunt the fastball. They cannot miss it. You can't allow yourself to get deep in the count and have to deal with off-speed stuff exploding out of the zone. You get 1-0, 2-0, 3-1, what I like to refer to as count leverage. You have to find a way to move traffic with the heater.
The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2.
This is what fires me up right here. You don't get a chance to see this every day of the week. You got the reigning Cy Young Award winner squaring off against the reigning MVP. That's why you pay the price of admission.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger.
Boy, that's a good pitch right there. The old school guys would call that a little bit of chin music. Up and in, see if he can get him to move off the box a little bit.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Jimmy.
So now to the plate will be Andrelton Simmons. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. Now here's the pitch.
Ball inside.
1 out, nobody on. Angel shortstop behind in the count at 1-2 strikes.
Not the ideal location for a changeup up in the zone, but he got away with it.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
Standing in now, David Fletcher. Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. Looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Goodness. 0-2 now.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
That's a ball.
And he looks at a ball. 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Back-to-back strikeouts in the first right here. Pitcher is setting the tone, pounding the zone.
And he stays alive here as he gets a piece of this, and in turn he gets a piece of the catcher behind the plate. And he struck him out, so a fine inning here as he strikes out this side in order. We've played an inning, no score here on MLB Network. Next up for the Astros, Carlos Correa.
The shortstop, Carlos Correa.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
No, that's down.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0.
Ball.
This is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like that. You can't just lay one in there, but you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
Swing and a miss. 2-1.
2-1.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
All even now. 2-2.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
So a full count now.
He walked a guy back in the first, and now he's looking like he might hand out another free pass to the leadoff guy here. You can't be walking a guy an inning and think you're going to have any success.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Grounded to short. Taken in by Simmons. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Batting fifth, the first baseman, number 10, Gurriel.
So the base is empty here with one away, and digging in to bat next, the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel. First offering on its way.
That's a ball.
Ball 1. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left. No chance at bringing this one back. And gone. An absolute bomb. It's a solo homer for Yuli Gurriel. His first home run of the season, and the Astros take a 1-0 lead.
Man, I love that AB right there. He rushed him in with the pitch before. You would think maybe he would leak a little bit, cheat to the inside half of the plate. Not the case. Kept his shoulder square, stayed on that pitch middle away, and was able to drive it out of the yard.
Here's Jake Marisnick.
The center fielder, number 16.
As he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
This at-bat sets up really good right here, right? Hasn't seen a fastball yet, but now he gets the count at 2 balls and no strikes. He has to be looking for a fastball right here.
2-1 now. Now here it comes.
I got 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike.
And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
Well, this guy's been prone to giving up walks in bunches, and that's already 2 walks here in the early going. We'll see if this continues to be an issue for him as this start continues.
Now in the box, Garrett Stubbs. He'll get to take his first cuts here. From the stretch. Lays off 1-0. Marisnick, base runner at first with 1 out. Now a throw over, and he just manages to get his hand in. The 1-0. This is line to left. And that's in there, base hit.
What a nice piece of hitting right there. Didn't try and do too much, stayed on the attack, kept his hands inside the ball, and took what the pitcher gave him.
Here's Michael Brantley. As he'll take a look at a curveball that drops in there on the outer half. It's strike 1. Now the 0-1.
Count 1-1.
First and second now, 1 man out. Here's a drive out toward left center field. Marisnick rounds the corner and is headed home. Stubbs is on his way home. Safe at the plate as they extend their lead to 3.
Man, I don't think he could have bisected those fielders any better if he tried. Drove that one into the alley for a gapper that'll bring him easily into second base.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Three runs already home here. Grounded down the third baseline. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third. Throw into second. He pulls into second safely as a run will score on the play as well.
Now batting.
So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And he chased it in the dirt. Up with it, Stasi. And he makes the throw to first. Altuve is retired. 2 down now.
Well, you know you made a real nice pitch when you bounce it in the dirt and you still get the hitter to swing at it. That tells me that there's a lot of deception in that pitch right now.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Yordan Alvarez. Runner in scoring position with two gone. He's set. Here it comes.
Hey!
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Good hard sinker that time, and he's in control. 0-2.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Here's a little chopper up the middle. He's got it. Throw on to first will finally retire him as the inning will draw to a close. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate and they push across 4 runs. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. Astros lead this one 4-0. Here's Justin Upton now, and they've got some work to do early on. Down 4-0 already.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
1-0 the count. Now the pitch. 1-1.
1-1.
Oh, he's got that beautiful 12-6 curveball, doesn't he? It's part of what makes him as good as he is, and he has a lot of confidence in it. He'll even throw it behind an count at times.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Just inside, not by much. It's 2-2.
This right-handed pitcher, his bread and butter is that two-seamer, and he loves to throw it inside.
Here now the 2-2. Is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3.
Boy, he's really on a roll in the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
And now for the Angels, Tommy La Stella. And we'll see if he can at least put the ball in play, something the first 4 men have been unable to do. Into the corner and slicing foul. Verlander, originally from the state of Virginia. This is his first year at the big league level.
Yeah, Matty, to play 14 years in the big leagues, without question, I can't tell you what this guy's seen. Add in the minor league stops, he's seen every corner of this nation right here. He's been on buses, he's been on charter planes. He's seen every part of what baseball has to offer.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Marisnik is under it, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Batting 6, the first baseman, Albert Pujols.
Here's Albert now. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the 2nd. First delivery to him on the way.
Ball, that's out.
Verlander sets his sights. 1-0 on its way. And a fastball runs a bit inside. He's down 2-0. Fouled away. Two out, nobody on. And he fouls this one off. No offer on that one, and Verlander's run at full now, 3-2.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early.
He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the third strike, and the inning is over. Angels are gone in order. They're down 4-0. Top of the third set to get underway. Here's George Springer. And if you remember, he took home a Silver Slugger Award for AL outfielders a year ago. Here's the first pitch to him.
I'm sure he's frustrated by that call. Probably could have been a strike, but at the same time, earning strikes from the umpire is a real thing. If you've been all over the place like he has, you're just not going to get much help from the umpires.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. And this will get all the way out near the 365 sign now. And the Astros get something started right away. It's a leadoff double.
Talk about starting off the inning with a bang. Goodness. When this thing left the bat, I thought it was out of here. And I think he might have too. Only made it to the warning track, but he glides into second base with a leadoff double.
Here's Carlos Correa now. And that misses ball one. Correa tends to exploit left-handed pitching. Many hitters are better against opposite-handed arms, of course, but he's considered one of the best hitters in baseball in these types of matchups. That evens it up 1-1. A runner at second, nobody out. Well off the inside that time as the sinker misses for a ball.
Well, that sinker is normally a really important pitch for him, but it really hasn't been effective so far. It just looks kind of flat.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Hit on the ground to third. Scooped up, and there's one away.
The first baseman, number 10, Gurriel.
Now at the plate, Yuli Gurriel. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first appearance in this one.
Goes to show you how strong this guy is. That wasn't a bad breaking ball that he hit for a home run in that last at bat. That ball was down and away. He went out and hooked it and pulled it. This guy's definitely a good hitter.
A ball and a strike to count to the Astros first baseman. Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball. Runner at second here with one man out. Line drive to left. Upton is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are two gone now. And he's up to third safely now with two gone in the inning.
The center fielder, number 16, Jake Marisnick.
Into the box, Jake Marisnick. He worked a walk and came around to score in his first trip in this game. From the belt, kicks and deals. And this is taken outside for ball one. Now the 1-0.
That's out.
And this is why he's struggling right here. He's not able to pound the strike zone early in the count. These guys are finding themselves in serious count leverage situations, and good hitters aren't going to miss.
2-0 pitch on the way. 2 balls and a strike to count. Men on third with 2 down. Grounded back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. Now a 5-0 lead.
He took that back right where it came from. Nice ribby knock right up the chute there.
Yeah, a little bit frustrating as a pitcher. You always hear that, hey, you want to make yourself one of the defenders, but that ball was hit just out of his reach, right up the middle, base hit, and another run batted in.
Here's a look over to first, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. In now, Garrett Stubbs goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Man, this is just not what he had in mind when the skipper gave him the ball in this one. He's given up 8 hits, and we're not even out of the third inning. He's getting exposed a little bit here.
On his way toward the mound now is skipper Joe Madden. And a change is forthcoming as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So as he leaves, I would imagine these fans would not be much pleased with his performance here this evening, as he certainly was not sharp. Dylan Peters is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the third inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings.
Number 52, Dylan Peters.
And here's the left-handed hitting Michael Brantley as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. Two down, runners at first and second. Inside corner, a ball and a strike. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Hit out towards second. LaStella fields it cleanly. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. Astros forced to settle for only the 1 run. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Astros lead it 5-0. So striding forward now, Max Stassi, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. First pitch on its way from Verlander. And there's a fastball from Verlander to jump ahead 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
Ball and 2 strikes to the Angels catcher. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. And now a pitch on the way.
Count is 3-2.
And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Goes up.
Ready now for LA, Zach Cozart. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. The 1-0 home. Angels still looking for hit number 1 in the ballgame. And a swing and a miss as he picks up yet another strikeout. 6 of them already, and there's 1 gone in the inning.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right there, the straight changeup. He hadn't used it yet in this at bat, and what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout.
Next batter to the plate, Brian Goodwin, as Verlander jumps ahead of him here with strike 1. Comes set, and the 0-1 misses for ball 1.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
The 1-1 is laid off for ball 2. Runners on first with 1 down. To 2-2 now.
2-2.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Boy, he's got great stuff today, doesn't he? That's 7 punch-outs now here in the middle innings. He's up over 1 inning up to this point. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can change their plan of attack and start to put the ball in play. But right now, that's just not happening.
And that'll bring Mike Trout to the dish as Verlander jumps ahead of him here with strike 1. 2 out with the man at first. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1 and 2. Verlander pauses. Here it is. In the dirt, and now let's see. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And a bad time for that as the runner takes second here.
Well, the intent there with that 2-strike pitch was obviously to get him to fish for something he couldn't do a whole lot with, but there's the risk that comes with that as well. If you don't execute or your catcher can't handle it very well, you give up free bases.
The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Angels strand 1. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Welcome back to Anaheim as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I discussed the Astros offense with Houston's manager. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said they're doing an excellent job with pitch selection, meaning they're swinging at the right pitches and doing damage with them. The numbers back that up. 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet, guys.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up Alex Bregman.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
Hard hit ball to second. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. There's a look at the final line for the Angels starter. Not the night he or his club were hoping for.
One of the tough things to do when you're trying to have a good pitching performance is keep the ball in the ballpark. He was filling up the strike zone, but he did allow 2 home runs.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and striding in the speedy second baseman, Jose Altuve. First offering on its way. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. 5 runs, 8 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. And this will bang up against the wall. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
Into the box now, Yordan Alvarez. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. He's set. Here's the 0-1.
Nope.
And this is high, a ball and a strike. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Three balls and a strike to Houston's left fielder.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Offered it a low one there, but came up empty.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. The next 3-2. Swing, and oh my. Hit him with the hind. And it's gone. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. His first home run of the season as this lead swells to 7-0.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
So now to the plate, George Springer. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here, no balls and a strike. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. The windup and the 0-1.
Get down, 1-1.
Still only 1 out in the inning. Good break to that thing, and it's 1-2. Here it comes. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
It's a fine line from working down in the zone on 2-2 and bouncing one in there that basically stands no chance at getting swung at. Right there, he basically spiked that one right into the dirt, and now he has to find the zone on a 3-2 pitch.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
So next to swing the bat will be Carlos Correa. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Runner at first here, one man out. In there, 1-1. Hit on the ground to short. There's one. Throw on to Pujols. They get them both, and they end the inning. Astros plate 2 on the 2-run home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's the Astros 7 and the Angels nothing. In now is Andrelton Simmons. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
For the Angels, the shortstop, Andrelton Simmons.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
Hey, with this big a lead, you have to just pound the zone and force this team to get aggressive in the box.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. Springer on the run. He can't get there in time, and now it hops over the wall for a ground rule double.
The third baseman.
Hey, he started the offensive production with a bang right there. That's the first hit of the game, and it's a good one, driving that ball to and over the wall for a ground rule double, and he's basically able to stroll into second base.
To the plate now, David Fletcher. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0 home. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. No runs, just one hit, and no errors to this point for the Angels. And this one's up around the eyes, 2-1. Boy, he just threw that fastball by him. Here's the 2-2. And he rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game.
This is where a strikeout pitcher has such a big advantage. Runner on second and no outs. It's definitely a strikeout situation in order to keep that runner from getting to third with less than 2 outs. When you can do it, it changes the whole strategy of the inning. Even a ground ball to the right side makes this a lot more dangerous situation.
Justin Upton the next to hit, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. Line towards center field. Marisnick is there now, and he has it, 2 gone.
The batter, number 9, second baseman, Tommy La Stella.
2 gone now for the Angels in the 4th, and that'll bring in Tommy La Stella to bat next. Verlander pauses. First pitch on the way. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. One and 1 to Tommy La Stella.
There is a base open here, so the option to work around him is there if they want to go that route.
Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. 2 out here and a runner at second. Strike 2 as the fastball is let go.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, As a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
Lifted into center field. Marisnick is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Angels leave one. They're down by a touchdown, 7-0. So here's Yuli Gurriel.
Leading off for the Astros, the first baseman, number 10, Yuli Gurriel.
First delivery to him on the way. And now we see a right-hander up and throwing in the Angel bullpen. 0-1, here's the pitch. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch, and for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
Into the box, Jake Marisnick. As he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. Last time through was a base hit. Astros center fielder ahead with a 2-0 count.
Well, that's another great hitting count here on 2-0. It's no wonder why they're up 7.
Line toward right center. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
I appreciate the moxie right there, but 3 fastballs at this level usually turns into a knock.
At the plate now, Garrett Stubbs. As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. The 1-0. Finds the zone, strike one.
That's a tough curveball right there to stay into as a lefty hitter. That ball looks like it's almost going to hit you, and it breaks over the inside half of the plate.
Here it comes on 1-1. Pitch outside, the throw. The tag from Simmons, and he is out at second base.
Wow, that's a big-time throw right there, and it's a tall task to throw him out stealing a bag, but he got rid of it quickly, and it was a good job down there applying the quick tag. They'll have to feel good about that one.
Now the 2-1 pitch. 2-2 the count. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2. This is line to left. And again, he's got himself a base hit, make it 3 for 3. So on a full count pitch, he's able to get on base and keep the inning going.
Well, Dan, the sun goes down and this guy lights up right here. That's his 3rd knock of the night.
Talk about having a good night. 3 hits, and hey, he might have another at bat or 2 before this one ends.
In now, Michael Brantley. And he's first pitch swinging here as he lines this one into left field for a base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
And that'll bring up Alex Bregman. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Upton's after it. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Get ready. Albert Pujols will start things out after the break. Last half of the fifth coming up. The Astros on top, 7-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Angels offense with their manager between innings. And he told me he feels like they're being too patient at the plate right now. He said the problem is they're allowing themselves to fall behind in the count way too often, which is forcing them to constantly be in protect mode and swing at bad pitches. A lot of their outs have come from at-bats where they've fallen behind, so the focus going forward needs to be about being the aggressor early in the at-bats.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Now batting, Albert Pujols. He leads off in the bottom of the fifth as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
To the left side, but it's well foul. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. Two balls and a strike to the Angels' first baseman. Now the 2-1. No offer on that one, and Verlander's run at full now, 3-2.
Got to think our man behind the plate thought twice about that one. About as close as it gets.
Not quick enough that time, and he's lucky to get another chance. Count remains full. Another payoff pitch. A swing and a ground ball to third. Oh, and he can't come up with it. Throw on to first in time, one away.
Now batting.
Well, if you're going to bobble the ball, you have to hope it's when a guy is lumbering down the base pass. He's no speedster, so that was a good job to stay calm and make the recovery throw.
Ready for another chance? Max Stassi. He drew a walk his first time up. Now the pitch. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Oh, and not a swing for the bubblegum card there. It's 1-1.
That's been a great pitch for him all night. Able to push and pull the throttle a little bit. Throwing a good fastball located and mixing in that nasty changeup with good arm action.
This is line to left. And that'll get by and on through towards the wall. And he'll pull into second with one away.
I'll tell you, that's one of the first good swings we've seen anybody put on this guy so far. He's been throwing the ball really well, but that was one of the few mistakes we've seen him make.
Stepping in now, Zach Cozart, as he'll take a look at ball one. Just missing here, 2-0. One out and a runner on second base. 2-1 after the foul ball there. Has a look, now the pitch.
That's ball.
3-1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. There is Altuve, and that's the second out.
Now batting, right fielder, Brian Goodwin.
Coming to the plate now, Brian Goodwin. First time up, he went down looking.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
First pitch on its way. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that for a strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in, and they get right back outside. Nice pitch.
Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
This is on the ground over to first. Gurriel brings it in, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Angels strand 1. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. Ready for another shot now, Jose Altuve. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. Here's the first pitch to him.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. 2 balls and a strike to Jose Altuve. And he lays off the circle change here as he moves into the driver's seat. 3-1. Yordan Alvarez waits on deck. Full count now, 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. And it's fouled away.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
Another full count pitch home. Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter's aboard to start the 6th.
Right about now, the manager's questioning his decision to bring this guy in. If you can't trust a reliever to throw strikes, you can't trust him at all. We'll see if he comes to get him sooner than later.
Digging in to try it again, Yordan Alvarez. He went deep for a 2-run homer in his previous at-bat.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Surprised the pitcher would even go to the top of the zone looking for a double play in this situation.
A ball and 2 strikes now.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
He's set. Here's the 2-2.
These last 2 guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
A runner at first with no outs here. Smoked on the ground up the middle. Lostello with a sliding stop. On to first, a double play.
Nice job on the mound to bounce back from the leadoff walk. Those are usually pretty costly, but that won't be the case this time after the 2-ball.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, George Springer. It was a walk in his last trip. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hot shot to third. Throw over to Pujols at first. He'll take care of him to end the inning. Astros are down quietly, but they're still in control, 7-0. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
First pitch on its way from Verlander. Low for ball 1. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Couple of strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Got through the 5th all right, but it looks like he's a little off kilter here to start the 6th.
Here's the 3-0. Swing and a line drive, but a foul ball. And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Stepping in, Andrelton Simmons. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. From the stretch.
Got to believe the pitcher's going to trust his defense right here. Look for something down in his zone to induce a ground ball double play.
Nobody out, runner on first. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Hit weakly back to the mound. To second for 1. Return throw is in time, and what do you know, they do get the double play.
Now batting, third baseman, David Fletcher.
So base is empty now after the double play, and set to go as the third baseman, David Fletcher. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fastball laid off well below the knees. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that's swung on and missed on a pitch down, 1-1.
He's staring a hat trick in the face right now after that swing. He has just got to find a way to zone up a little bit more. You cannot expect to make solid contact chasing stuff outside the zone.
Here's a fastball in on the fists, and that'll even things up at 2-2. And with just 5 2/3 innings under his belt, he's about to hit the century mark in his pitch count now.
Yeah, Matty V, and the way baseball is played these days, it's about 6 innings or 100 heaves, and you're pretty much looking for that bullpen. And D-Roll right now, this guy's pretty vulnerable right now at this game.
Yeah, Dan, you are a monster down that bullpen. That's what it seems to be in today's game. There's 5 or 6 of you guys hanging out down there. So he's going to empty the bucket right here until the manager gets him.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. And he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here, as this is a beauty to end the inning. More from MLB Network Saturday Baseball after this. New inning set to get underway. So coming to the plate, Carlos Correa. He was a double play victim last time around.
He doesn't have to worry about that in this situation, Matty. No one on base right now. Try and get something up so you can drive the baseball.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Ball. 1-1.
Parker Markel is forced onto the mound now following the injury.
Number 58, Parker Markel.
One and one. Here it is. Count is 1-2 now. Now here's the pitch.
I got the count. 2-2.
Squared that one up just a little late. Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here. And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
The first baseman.
Settling in now, Yuli Gurriel. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Here comes the first pitch. Oh, look at that stop. And he'll just flip this on to first for the second out of the inning.
the center fielder, number 16, Jake Marisnik.
Standing in, Jake Marisnik. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. From the stretch, here's the pitch. 2 out, nobody on. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 is taken for ball 2.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Now the 2-1 is a fastball that misses. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Now batting, catcher, Garrett Stubbs.
Digging in, Garrett Stubbs. He's working on a 3-hit ball game right now. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A high fastball is in there.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
A runner on first with 2 away. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. The 1-1.
Outside, that's a ball.
Looks like he's pitching pretty cautiously right here, but that happens when a guy's 3 for 3 on the day. Usually he's a guy you challenge a little bit more, but I guess he's earned some respect in this one.
The 2-1 home. Hit out towards second. LaStella has it. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Astros leave 1, and they hold a 7-0 lead. Last half of the 7th here. Stepping into the box, Justin Upton. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
1-0 the count. And now a pitch on the way. 2 balls and no strikes. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. 2-0 count. The pitch is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1.
That swing had one purpose, and that was to put the ball over the wall. I guess he doesn't have much to lose with his team down this many at this point in the game.
And Upton lays off again, and he's in control of the count. It's 3-1.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
Skied into very shallow right. On the move is Springer. He's there and records the first out.
The batter, number 9, second baseman, Tommy LaStella.
Here's Tommy LaStella now. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch on its way from Verlander. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Back goes Springer.
Gone. Big dog's gotta eat.
A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His first home run of the season, and they're now on the board, though still well behind.
What a great feeling right there as he circles the pillows, finally able to get this offense potentially going with one swing of the bat, being shut out all game, but not anymore.
The first baseman, number 5.
Standing in now, Albert Pujols. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. No hits to this point. And it's 1-1.
I'm seeing all the signs of fatigue right now. This is when you really have to bear down mentally as a pitcher.
Verlander still with 1 earned run on his line through 6 1/3. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Bottom part of the zone, a good changeup gets the call. He doubled his last time through. Verlander into his motion. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
The count doesn't mean much to this batter. He's all in. He's not concerned with striking out, so he's going to get his A swing off.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2. 2 out, nobody on. Tries to get him to chase the curveball away, but it breaks outside. 2-2 now. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. So it may be too little too late, but they're on the board here in the late going. We'll march on to the 8th. It's the Astros 7 and the Angels 1. Ready to begin the 8th. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Michael Brantley. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. He's set, and the pitch.
Nope. Ball 1, no strike.
Now the 1-0. Lifted in the air to center field. Trout has a read on it. 1 away.
The third baseman.
Time to bring you up to date on the numbers for our 2 starters. It's our starter comparison, and the hometown 9 have had trouble generating much by way of hits, as you can see by the left side of your screen. So the Houston lineup turns over, and to the plate, Alex Bregman. 2 doubles for him to this point in the game. First offering on its way.
Counts 1-0.
A Ball and a strike. Bases are empty, one man out. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now. Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2. Now here's the pitch. And that's taken high for a ball. It's full now, 3-2.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
3-2 pitch. It's the top of the zone. He struck him out looking.
Now batting.
So 2 gone now in the Houston 8th, and that'll bring in Jose Altuve. He's set. Here it comes. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
Here comes the 1-0.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Swinging a blooper to the right side. Coming in is Goodwin, but it's down as that drops in for a 2-out single. So the 2-out base hit, and the top of the inning is still alive.
Somebody's going to be icing their thumbs after this game. That's a jam sandwich, but able to mix in a knock.
To the plate now, Yordan Alvarez, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Now the 0-1. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. One and one. Here it comes. Down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball. The 1-2. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
Yeah, I can hear the crowd murmuring now, wondering if he hit him on purpose. But hey, us pitchers need to be able to throw inside, especially when facing hitters as dangerous as he is. Pretty sure this one just got away from him, and hey, that's part of the game.
So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, George Springer. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Now, oh my, this ball is crushed. Look at it go. Gone. So a 3-run shot to right center field. His first home run of the season as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now. Noah Ramirez comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Noah Ramirez. batter, number 1, shortstop, Carlos.
So now to the plate, Carlos Correa, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach.
And that'll get by into center field for a base hit.
Now batting, the first baseman, Yulieski Gurriel.
Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel, as he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. He was a ground out victim last time up. Might have thought about it here, but he lays off the breaking ball inside. It's even at 1.
Hey, a curveball that kind of backed up on him right there. Might have popped out of his hand just a little bit earlier than he intended.
Two out with the man at first. Gurriel behind a ball and 2 strikes.
1-2.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. But 3 runs crossed for the Astros on this 3-run home run. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Astros 10 and the Angels 1. Chris Davinsky is out from the bullpen now as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season.
Number 47, Chris Davinsky.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Next will be the designated hitter, Zach Kozar. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he lays off there 1-0.
Ball 1, no strike.
A bouncer to the left side. Bregman has it. And the inning begins with a quick out number 1.
The right fielder.
And there are the final numbers for the Astros starting pitcher. He was great all night long.
Hey, Matty V, you know when you've got really good stuff, you look down at that strikeout total. Double-digit strikeouts in this one. He had swing and miss stuff right from the beginning.
Into the box, Brian Goodwin. As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Hey, started this guy backwards. Couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back heaters. He can go either way he wants to go right now.
Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya!
Solo shot to right center. His first home run of the season, as it's now down to an 8-run ball game.
Well, some people would say this homer is wasted because they're down so big tonight, but I'm not one of them. I think anything you can build on and take into the next game is valuable, and at least they're still battling.
In now, Mike Trout.
Mike Trout.
As he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Ground ball left side. Defense set up perfectly. Throw on to first. 2 gone.
Now batting, shortstop, Andrelton Simmons.
At the plate, Andrelton Simmons. He was a double play victim last time around.
Yeah, rolling into a 2-ball will eat at you for the rest of the game at least, so you know he wants to make up for it right here.
And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Who pulled the string and had him way out in front. A ball and a strike. Two balls and a strike to count to Andrelton Simmons.
Just missed with that heater, but even if he wanted to swing, I don't think he could have caught up to that one.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
You know, from a hitter's perspective, you get pounded in, and then he throws a nasty changeup away. Is the mindset to tell yourself that he's going to go in and out all day long, or is he going to double up? That's the cat and mouse we're seeing right now.
That's popped up. Altuve into shallow center. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. But a solo home run will at least get this closer to respectability. 9th inning coming up. It's now a 10-2 ball game. Stepping up now, Jake Marisnick. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far.
Number 16, Jake Marisnick.
First delivery to him on the way. Slapped hard the opposite way. And that'll get by and on through towards the wall. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
Man, it looked like the pitcher was trying to get him to go fishing at a pitch out of the strike zone. He went for it all right, but he managed to catch all of that baseball, lacing it for a double in the outfield. That's a great piece of hitting.
Into the box now, Garrett Stubbs. He'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game. Comes set with the 0-1. Oh, and he was fooled that time on the pitch away as he went around for strike 2. Has a look, now the pitch. Hit out towards second. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Now batting, designated hitter, Michael Brantley.
Striding forward now is the DH, Michael Brantley. It's been a 2 for 4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Here's the first pitch to him.
Counts 1-0.
Looking at his lifetime numbers, Brantley has a slugging percentage a little over .425, a respectable number. The 1-0 home is swung on and missed, strike 1.
1 strike.
The 1-1 is a curveball that misses high. 1 out and a runner on third. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. He's set. Here's the 2-2. This one skied out toward right.
Waiting on it is good one.
He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And he will score on the sacrifice fly.
The third baseman, number 2, Alex Bregman.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Alex Bregman. Bases empty and 2 gone following the sacrifice fly. Here comes the first pitch.
Time to be aggressive with these hitters now. After that sac fly, now it's time to try to get out of this inning with only 1 run scored.
2 out, nobody on. A ball and a strike to Houston's leadoff batter. And a curveball's by him that time as he falls behind now 1-2. And there's strike 3. So we'll see now if they can manage to hold on to this huge lead as the side is retired. So 1 run here, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Heart of the order 3, 4, and 5 will get their shot in the bottom of the 9th. It's the Astros 11 and the Angels 2. Digging in, David Fletcher starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
First pitch on its way. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. 2 balls and a strike.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. It's going to have to lower his sights.
And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. Due next is Justin Upton as he gets loose in the on-deck circle. High and deep to right center. Marisnick going back. Still going back.
Gone. Big dog's gotta eat.
Solo shot to right center. His first home run of the season as it's now down to an 8-run ball game. Rogelio Armenteros is out from the bullpen now as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season.
Rogelio Armenteros. The left fielder.
At the plate, Justin Upton.
Justin.
And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. Armenteros, a Cuban-born ball player. He's in his rookie year here at the big league level. Bases are empty here, nobody out. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. And it's 1-2.
Wow, what makes it so tough to be a hitter is to be able to hit and change his speeds, right? You're geared up for the fastball, and all of a sudden, he pulls the string and throws you the straight change. the dreaded equalizer.
I got to count 2 and
And this
2.
is taken for a ball high and tight, 2-2. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Standing in now, Tommy La Stella, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike one anyway. Now the Astros have somebody up in the bullpen as a right-hander has started to warm up out there. The 1-1. Misses for the second ball. One out, nobody on. Strike two called, and it's even at 2. A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
The first baseman, number 5.
So digging in now, Albert Pujols. He could really use a knock here. 0-for-3 in the game so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Starts him out with a changeup for a strike.
Hey, a changeup can be a pretty good pitch on the first pitch. Kind of slow down a good fastball hitter.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he misses with it. 1-1. And now a pitch on the way. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening.
Well, he's just 2 outs into his major league debut on the mound, and so far he doesn't seem nervous or like he's trying to do too much. That's easier said than done.
Angels down to their last strike. Now a foul tip right into the catcher's glove as he holds on, and the ball game is over.
Well, this season didn't go the way they wanted it to go, that's for sure. But at least they ended on a win. I'm sure there'll be a lot of adjustments between now and spring training, so we'll just have to wait and see what these guys look like then.
11-3 the final score in this contest. Houston posted 11 runs on the scoreboard when it was all said and done. Justin Verlander gets the win on the mound, his first of the year, picking up 11 strikeouts along the way. Andrew Heaney couldn't work out of the 3rd inning, taking the loss. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and Heidi Watney on the field, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.
Fans, our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Astros, 11 runs on 17 hits. No errors. They left 10 men on base. For the Angels, 3 runs, 5 hits. No errors. They left 3 men on base. The winning pitcher is Justin Verlander. His record is now 1-0. The loss goes to Andrew Heaney. He falls to 0-1. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 42 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at the Big A, 45,477. The Angels once again thank you for attending tonight's game and remind you to please drive home safely. Thank you and good night.